How we doing, everybody? It's Taylor, and we have reached the whatever. We're not gonna overthink stuff this year. We're just gonna do. So let's just do. I will say, I still have not seen, I know this is bad, The Secret Agent, Hamnet, The Mastermind, Avatar, Fire and Ash, Die My Love, and The Testament of Anne Lee, even though that probably wouldn't crack my top 10, let's be honest. Okay, here we go. Honorable mentions. We're gonna start out with Sentimental Value. It's a good movie. I Shazammed some songs from it. Good soundtrack. It didn't hit me emotionally, but I could see how it could hit others. Great performances. Not groundbreaking, but some great moments. Eddington, underwhelming movie, I will say overall, but some great sequences, good acting. Pedro Pascal, we all love him. We do. It didn't hit as much as we thought it would. A movie on COVID. It's probably too soon, but nobody wants to talk about COVID. It's very weird. Splitsville. Okay, I like these two leads. I've seen their previous work. Was it The Climb? They're really good. Fun fight sequences, very like slapstick comedy-y. And I like Dakota Johnson in these indie roles. She found a good lane. She's sexy. She's quiet. She's cute. She's bold, she's confident, she has all these things that she's good. But the movie did kind of stifle off, or I don't know if that makes sense grammatically, but it fell off in the second half for me. Okay, Caught Stealing. I lived in New York City 10 years. This is a New York City movie. I love to see it. I don't know why we love the movies where we're from. It feels like comfort. Austin Butler. Can you go wrong with him? You actually can. He's a good star. He's not quite Brad Pitt. I mean, he's got he resembles a little bit, but I need more from him. I need more from him. But Zoe Kravitz is definitely, woo, she looks good. She looks good and she performs. It didn't feel like an Aronofsky movie, but it did feel like a fun New York movie, even though it, had Action Bronson in it for like 2 seconds. But the movie, a little forgettable, but solid overall. Roofman. So this one, I like Derek Cianfrance being back in his full form, taking a break, I guess, from his TV shows. I know he's doing that, and Roofman is good, and I like the Channing performance. It's nuanced. The movie has a lot to offer. It'll be good in the future when you're in a hotel and you have a conference later that day, but you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna put on the TV and ride this movie to the end. So F1, Joseph Kosinski and Brad Pitt, you can't go wrong. Bringing action movies back. I really like that F1 is now on the big stage. I'm a fan. Drive to Survive. I showed up to the F1 Miami a couple times. It's a party. It's a good time. I mean, even the art, the cover art for it is cool. The sound design in it was really good. Cliche kind of movie. It hits all the beats, but it delivers. Everyone, all the side characters did their part. Damson, the girl in it, Javier Bardem, Lisa Nagaib playing that same role constantly. But it is what it is. He also is a good actor, but I don't know why he's doing these weird side roles. Jay Kelly. Ooh, okay. This movie is not the best movie ever made. Some scenes are a little goofy and weird. I hate cutback scenes to young versions, young characters, like flashbacks. I hate that. It takes me out of it. But this is a good movie, and I'm super biased because I saw this at the Venice Film Festival, and George Clooney on the red carpet. We called him over. We were the Loud Americans. We're like, George. He comes over, signs for us. He was not going to make it because he left the festival sick, but he comes back. All the quiet Europeans were so happy that we actually did that because they got to get, things signed by George, and you could see in the video here. We also called out Adam Sandler. We were like, Chalamet, and he acknowledged it, which is really cool. I liked the movie. I was crying my eyes out actually at the end. I also had a couple Campari, so I was emotional. It was like midnight at that point on an empty stomach. And we saw the movie with George Clooney in the back. So that was meta because the movie is already pretty much about George Clooney. So that was cool. Lost in the Jungle. I know none of y'all have seen this one. It's a documentary by Jimmy Chin and Elizabeth Chai. Virascul, I don't know how to say her last name, but they're a couple. They make documentaries. They did Free Solo back in the day. It's an interesting story about this deadly crash. A plane with a Colombian family in it crashes over the Amazon. This is a true story, and 4 of the children survived for 40 days by themselves amidst snakes and crazy living conditions. And it's about the rescuers and how they went about saving them. And the story is told from the perspective of the rescuers and the children, with voiceovers being used. Really cool, gripping. I did not expect to enjoy this. I just watched it like 8:30 one morning on a Saturday, and I was super invested. I hadn't known much about the story prior, but I am very intrigued by the Amazon rainforest, indigenous tribes, the spirituality of it, the primitive lifestyle that they inhabit. It's cool how the filmmakers enter that world from a very logistical point of view, but also gave it its due respect. Now with the top 10. Okay. Weapons. Okay, Weapons is a good movie, man. Horror movie's back. The ending is crazy, super memorable. I like Barbarian. I like this movie slightly less, I think, but this one was fun. The kind of interesting structure and the creepy villain. Like, I will watch whatever this director puts out in the future. Materialist. People hating on this movie, but it's like Hitch but less funny, and kind of more nuanced on relationships. And Dakota Johnson, I like her in these roles. Matchmaker, New York City. Is it New York City? I don't know. But they're dating. They're in that world. And modern dating and how you evaluate a relationship, what matters, your expectations versus, reality. There are some subplots I don't care for. Like, some of the dialogue was a little corny, but I liked the balance, the dichotomy between Pedro Pascal's character and Chris Evans' character. The conversation about love, what you expect from love, all that good stuff wrapped in a bow, and it made me talk about it after. Grabbed food, talked about it for a good 30 minutes. That's what a movie should do, okay? Sinners. Okay, this is a good movie. This is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Did not expect to like it, because when people go crazy and I hear a lot of like reviews and everyone's hyping it up and it's a cultural moment, usually I tend to get skeptical right away and not like the finished product as much because of the expectation. But this one delivered for sure. That one sequence from the history of music, from the past to the present to the future, is incredible. Coogler is just the man. I'm a huge fan of him. Michael B. Jordan, this is his best performance for sure. I forgot I was watching him. It felt nuanced. It felt real. I loved the Irish folk song sequence, and Michael B. is joining in. Only problem I had was the ending, like the after credits ending. I wasn't too crazy about. Even the ending in general, I wasn't like too crazy about. I just think if there's any critique, it would be that. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do think there's a movie I will rewatch often, and it takes a lot of boxes, covers everything. Now we got After the Hunt. This is a movie that a lot of people are critiquing. Also, not that many people are talking about it in general. Luca is a great filmmaker. I love his work. And obviously, Luca makes these type of movies, but I thought in the first 20 minutes, I would hate it. It felt like a world that was so pretentious that we were diving into and indulging in. The discussions on philosophy at an Ivy League, bourgeoisie, it felt like a lot. But I will say, once I got into it a little bit, it hooked me. The acting was great. Everybody delivers. Specifically, Andrew Garfield. This is probably his best role I've ever seen him in. Smug, kind of elitist character that you want to hate, but he's just performing it well. Like, it felt like a Mike Nichols movie or something. It reminded me of the movie Doubt, which I thought had great performances from Philip Seymour Hoffman and Meryl Streep. Like, dialogue heavy, performance heavy. Everyone delivered. I'm not sure the movie knew exactly what it wanted to say, but I like the nuanced conversations about the topic, even though the topic's kind of tired at this point. Bugonia. This is a great movie about our current time, conspiracy theorists, the separation of class. Emma Stone crushes it. I feel like she's done too many movies with Yorgos, but I don't need to see another collaboration with them and Jesse Plemons. Kinds of Kindness I thought was absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry. And I did like Poor Things a lot. That was great. But Bugonia is my favorite out of their collaborations. Emma is crushing it lately, taking on these daring roles, having no fear, and super just fun, original storytelling. I know that it's based on a Korean film that not many people had heard of. I'm shocked nobody's talking about it. It's definitely Yorgos' most accessible movie, and the ending of this movie will leave you shocked and happy you saw it. The Long Walk. It's my dark horse. It's a sleeper. It's worth a watch because it's got that brotherhood feel when you watch a movie like Stand By Me, where you care about the characters a lot. That's the focus. The plot is super original, and it takes place in this dystopian future. You're not spoon-fed all these extra details that you don't need, so it's left kind of ambiguous, which I like. It's a Stephen King story. What we're really getting at is the characters, their motivations, and kind of the growth of each character throughout the movie. Sure, there are some predictable moments, some kind of dumb side plots, but I think the meat and potatoes of it is really good and worth a watch. Cooper Hoffman's great, and the standout here is David Johnson. This guy, I'll watch most things he is in from now on. I've seen him when he started in industry, and he's done other stuff. He did the Alien movie. He's really, really great. He's the future. I'm telling you, he's one of the next ones. Now we got Good Fortune. Good Fortune. Aziz Ansari's back with a movie that's similar to The Master of None, his Netflix show. And I'm happy he made it because I thought it was hilarious. A great comfort movie, which we don't have in 2025. Comedy is pretty much dead. We all know that. And Keanu Reeves is hilarious. His deadpan delivery is worth watching alone. He plays an angel in it. The movie is like maybe trying to get at deeper issues. It doesn't really successfully do that, in my opinion, but it uses that as kind of the framework to allow for the comedy to shine through. And I like how the characters say exactly what they want, and they're pretty straightforward. It's not trying to be something it's not. It's just fun, easygoing for me, which I haven't had a lot of comfort watches in a while. Marty Supreme. This is one of the more surprising films of the year for me. A period story about a bold, obsessive underdog on a quest for greatness. It's anchored by Timothée Chalamet in what is probably his best performance yet. A character that's flawed, ambitious, and somehow magnetic. He fully commits to the character. I mean, you guys saw the PR run he went on. This is a movie that reminded me why I go to the movies. I do hope it doesn't get beat up too badly this year with the recent Safdie brother controversy going on. But overall, I really enjoyed it, and some great performances from new actors, new faces. Yeah, one battle after another, obviously. Sean Penn crushes it. I mean, he committed to a role unlike anyone I've seen. Leo, the cast is incredible. Chase Infinity, I mean, we found a new star in her. PTA deserves this moment. It's his most ambitious movie, best action sequences, best, what an amazing thrill. It covers, it's hilarious, the comedy, a few small beers, you know, Benicio del Toro. It's relevant today, socially, politically, culturally, as a nation, dealing with a lot of different issues. I'm excited for movies like this to thrive and for people to recognize how well made it is, how well crafted it is, how nuanced. Like, you rewatch it and you see so many different things that you missed the first time around. So many quotables. I flew to IMAX theater in New York just to watch this, and I knew it was a masterpiece within like the first 30 minutes, you can tell. All right, so I want to talk about this movie, Afternoons of Solitude. So this movie is about a bullfighter. I have never seen anything like this before. This is one of those documentaries that are fully immersive, not contrived at all. It doesn't tell you how to feel, what to think. It actually doesn't care about what you think, your conventions of a film, of a documentary. It does not care at all. It just puts you directly into the shoes of the main protagonist, who is a bullfighter and someone who is extremely driven and cares a lot about what they do. Some of the cinematography in this movie is the best I've ever seen. It feels like an actual fictional film based on the attention to makeup and wardrobe and color and composition and lighting. Everything here feels deliberate, as if it's like a film with thousands of people on set helping to coordinate all these decisions. In reality, it's a documentary. I need to look into how they made this, but it's incredible. It's extremely gripping. Everything feels deliberate. The protagonist doesn't speak often, but when he does, it's meaningful. This is about someone who strives for greatness in his creative pursuit. Up close, you see what bullfighting is and the art of it and the work required. I mean, all I could say is that it's fully immersive. You have to go in with an open mind. It's extremely slow at points. There's a lot of long shots in it, but you have to be patient, fully immerse yourself. Do not have your phone out. Do not be doing other things. It's just something that's a difficult watch, tough at times, challenging, but it's something I haven't stopped thinking about since watching it. And now I want to see all of the director's films, but wow. So that is my list, y'all. I really appreciate you tuning in. I have more videos on the way, and until next time, signing off. Thanks.